In a bustling neighborhood in New York City, there was a young man named Jack. He was in his mid-20s, working an ordinary office job that barely covered his basic expenses. He lived in a small, cramped apartment and commuted daily by public transportation. Despite his modest circumstances, Jack had a clear vision. He wanted to become a millionaire. One evening, while sitting in a small coffee shop, Jack overheard a group of businessmen discussing their investments and successful ventures. They spoke with excitement, confidence, and laughter that exuded accomplishment. Jack felt a mix of frustration and yearning as he listened. He asked himself, "Why can't I be like them? What's stopping me?" Jack knew achieving such a dream wouldn't be easy. He had no significant money to invest and no remarkable expertise. Still, he decided he wouldn't let those limitations hold him back. The next morning, Jack began by educating himself. He read books on entrepreneurship and investment, searching for insights into how people started from nothing and built their fortunes. He realized that you don't need a lot of money to begin. You just need an idea and the drive to execute it. He looked closely at the businesses in his area, trying to find problems he could solve. Jack noticed many small local stores lacked an online presence. No websites, no social media, and no way to attract a modern audience. This observation sparked an idea. Jack decided to offer these businesses digital marketing services to help them grow online. He didn't know much about it at first, but he spent hours watching free tutorials and reading guides on website creation and online promotion. Armed with his new knowledge, Jack approached the shop owners and pitched his services for a small fee. At first, many turned him down or doubted his abilities, but Jack refused to give up. He convinced one store owner to give him a chance. Jack worked diligently and delivered excellent results, and word of his efforts began to spread. Slowly, more small businesses started seeking his help. As his income grew, Jack didn't splurge on unnecessary expenses. Instead, he reinvested his earnings into expanding his services. He hired a small team of designers and marketers to offer more professional solutions. He also expanded his reach, using social media to connect with businesses in other neighborhoods. After 2 years, Jack had built a small digital marketing agency with dozens of clients. But he wasn't satisfied yet. He saw an opportunity in e-commerce and decided to dive in. Jack took his savings and created an online store. He focused on selling a single product, eco-friendly water bottles. It was a growing niche, especially popular among environmentally conscious young people. He worked hard to develop a brand that stood out and put all his energy into marketing it online. The first few months were tough. Sales were slow, and he had to adjust his strategies repeatedly. But Jack persisted, analyzing every setback and refining his approach. He learned from his mistakes, experimented with new advertising techniques, and sought advice from others in the industry. By the end of the first year, Jack's store had generated over $500,000 in revenue. In the second year, he achieved what once seemed impossible, his first $1 million. The sense of accomplishment was overwhelming. The money wasn't just a number, it was proof of what determination and hard work could achieve. When people asked Jack about the secret to his success, he always said, "The hardest part is starting. Once you take the first step, you'll realize failure isn't the end. It's part of the journey. Keep learning, keep adapting, and success will follow." Jack's story shows that building wealth isn't an unreachable dream. With persistence, strategic thinking, and a willingness to act, anyone can achieve their goals no matter how humble their beginnings.